Hello friends, today I will tell you the story of the haunted house of courage. Let's begin then. In a small, misty town at the edge of a dark forest, there stood an old, abandoned house. The locals whispered tales of eerie lights, strange noises, and ghostly figures. No one dared to enter, except for three adventurous friends, Lily, Max, and Sam. Lily was the bravest of the bunch, always ready to take on a challenge. Max was the jokester, always making light of scary situations. Sam was cautious but curious, constantly seeking out new experiences despite his fears. One foggy evening, the trio gathered at the edge of the forest. "I heard if you spend the night in the haunted house, you gain the courage of a lion," Lily said, her eyes gleaming with excitement. Max laughed. "Or the scream of a cat. But hey, let's do it. We'll be the first to survive the night, and live to tell the tale." Sam gulped but nodded. "As long as we stick together, we'll be fine." Armed with flashlights and a few snacks, the friends ventured into the forest and reached the old house. The door creaked as they pushed it open, revealing a dark hallway filled with cobwebs and dust. The air was thick with the scent of old wood and something unplaceable. "Welcome to the hotel, creepy," Max joked, trying to lighten the mood. But even he felt the chill in the air. They decided to explore the house, sticking close together. Each room was more unsettling than the last. Old portraits with eyes that seemed to follow them, a rocking chair that swayed on its own, and an eerie music box playing a haunting tune. Suddenly, the door slammed shut behind them. The friends jumped, their hearts racing. "Okay, not funny," Sam exclaimed, his voice trembling. Max tried to laugh it off, but his voice cracked. "It's just the wind, right? Or maybe the house is welcoming us." As they ventured further, they heard faint whispers and footsteps that weren't their own. The lights in their flashlights flickered, casting long, twisted shadows on the walls. But instead of running away, Lily took a deep breath. "Remember why we're here. We're here to face our fears, not run from them." The friends pressed on, their fear slowly turning into determination. They found themselves in a grand, dusty ballroom, where an old chandelier swayed above them. In the center of the room was a large, ornate mirror. Lily stepped forward and peered into the mirror, but instead of seeing her reflection, she saw a little girl, her face pale and eyes wide with sadness. "Help me," the girl whispered, her voice echoing in the room. Startled, the friends stared at the mirror. Max, for once, was speechless. Sam's heart raced, but he remembered Lily's words about facing fears. "Who are you?" Lily asked softly. The girl's reflection flickered. "I'm lost. I've been lost for so long. I'm scared." Lily's fear melted into compassion. "We'll help you. We'll find a way to free you." The girl smiled faintly. "Thank you. You have to find the key in the basement." Max groaned. "Of course it's in the basement. Why can't it be in a nice, safe attic?" They made their way to the basement, the stairs creaking ominously under their feet. The basement was cold and damp, with old crates and barrels scattered around. In the corner, they found an ancient chest, covered in dust. Lily opened the chest and found a rusty key. This must be it. As they turned to leave, the basement door slammed shut, and the room grew darker. The friends could hear the sound of breathing, heavy, labored, and not their own. Max tried to crack a joke, but his voice shook. "So who invited Darth Vader?" Sam took a deep breath. "We have to stay calm. We've come this far." With trembling hands, Lily held up the key. "We're not afraid of you. We're here to help." The breathing stopped, and the door slowly creaked open, as if acknowledging their bravery. They raced back to the ballroom and held the key up to the mirror. The little girl appeared again, smiling warmly. "Thank you," she whispered as she faded away, the key glowing brightly in Lily's hand. Suddenly, the house began to change. The walls became brighter, the eerie whispers ceased, and the once ominous atmosphere lifted. It was as if the house itself had been freed from a curse. The friends left the house, the sun rising on the horizon. They had not only faced their fears, but also helped a lost soul find peace. As they walked home, Max finally found his voice. "Well, that was an adventure. But hey, we did it." Lily smiled. "We did. And now we know that courage isn't about not being scared. It's about facing your fears and doing what's right, even when you're scared." Sam nodded. "And sometimes, facing those fears brings out the best in us. We're stronger than we think." The lesson they learned that night stayed with them forever. True courage is not the absence of fear but the willingness to face it head-on. And sometimes, a little humor and friendship can make even the scariest situations a bit more bearable.